Hello, this is Elixir and welcome back to Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. Today we're going to play the third mission, Cape Wrath. So we've just come through the boneyard and we were constantly attacked, and this time we are entering the open desert.
Still need to be brought online.
Our initial satellite data identified the location of the primary anomaly, along with dozens of secondary targets. We will take a northern route, skirting the Belladin Formation. Doing this, we will avoid Gaussian territory and the worst of the deep desert heat. We will then cut south to the primary anomaly, the main goal of our expedition. As Chief Science Officer, Rachel Sajet will sample, analyze, and provide intelligence on these objects as we move deeper into the desert. The carrier Sakala has confirmed they are moving east with significant force and are expected to meet us at these coordinates. East of Cape Wrath, a place known as Hell's Gate.
It's an emergency transponder beacon. Could be the Sakala.
Hell's Gate sounds very ominous. Okay, so what have we got? We've got
on our way.
A small group of ones, smalls, big group of mediums, and a couple more lights. So let's have all of our lights be 1, all of our big boys be 2. And our salvager... Ooh, shunting. I wonder what that is.
Power may now be shunted to weapons.
Oh yeah, that was... we saw that in the tutorial. Okay, so we can increase our range. So sensors, so that's going to let us see further, which will be quite helpful.
Reduced sensor visibility is obscuring the location of the signal beacon.
Well, that's fun.
You guys stay the course.
Defensive armor, be more tanky. Repair systems, ooh, allow us to just heal the main ship up. And turrets, if we just want to go offense.
Steady pace.
Cool. I think we're just kind of being forced down this narrow path at the moment. I just say this game is gorgeous. Like, my PC is not the best thing. But it looks amazing.
Push up to that point.
Like, look at the different sedimentary layers in that rock. It's pretty cool. Nice to be able to see that sort of thing. And obviously at scale, quality can be reduced.
Strike confirmed.
Or at distance, quality can be reduced. So it still looks really good. Even though getting slightly closer might not look quite as good, but it's fine. Oh, hostiles. Oh, there we go.
Having trouble locking onto enemy units.
Enemy contacts on.
They're using the dunes to break line of fire and gain a height advantage.
Ooh, railguns. Let's take out those railguns.
Strategy against them. Gain the high ground and use the dunes for cover.
Alrighty, happy to do that. I mean, they kind of just came to us.
Intel, I'm detecting raw materials nearby that can be used for fleet production.
Raw materials, you say?
Some of the raw material here appears to be meteorites. They're abnormally rich in RUs.
Ooh.
This resource is extremely rare on Kharak and is used in the fabrication of advanced
Interesting.
vehicles. Be advised, RUs will allow armored assault vehicle production.
Ah, okay.
We're clear to proceed. Strike responding. Prep for
Interesting.
displacement.
We've got multiple types of resource. So we've got construction units and resource units. Okay. The construction units will let us produce light attack vehicles. Resource units will let us produce armored assault vehicles. Interesting. So what I said last episode about why would I not just build a huge amount of these? I'm going to be capped on the number of these I can build. Yeah, I have to actually research being able to build them before I can go with that. Oh, do I want to build another salvager? I don't think I need to just yet. I'm happy to just like let that one guy do its thing. Just because I'm so low on resources just yet. I don't think it's worth building a second one until I'm just a bit more comfortable. Take a look at the land ahead of us. Ooh, big old dune mountain there. Looks like a good place for an ambush. Can I just go straight over this? Or is no? I'm still in this little canyon. I suspect that's going to block me off as well, but I'm not sure. If I were to do... what's the move command? Oh, it's V. M would make more sense, but... Okay. Does this count as the same thing? Okay, yeah. So if I press V, we can see the lay of the land in terms of how it works strategically. What destroyed units?
They've been exposed to the desert
oh, the ones we just got there.
Intel.
That's interesting.
The beacon signal is getting stronger. We must be getting closer.
Cool. What has happened?
I've managed to get a bead on the transponder beacon and have narrowed its location to this area.
Okay.
There's still no way to know if it's the Sakala.
Methinks it's probably going to be something horrifying.
Rachel, form up with an escort and search for the source of the coalition signal.
Can do.
With caution.
Got some more resources. Very nice. A little bit more scouting ahead. Oh, pull them back. What's happening? Well, I did say it would be something horrifying.
It's an abandoned coalition carrier.
Okay, at least it's abandoned. It's not our friends haven't been destroyed. Or is it? Maybe it is.
For a while. My team and I are heading inside. Delay salvage operations until we complete a search of the vessel.
Cool, a protect mission. Love it.
Rachel's team has begun to investigate the derelict carrier.
Why she rushed so far ahead? We're miles behind.
As long as we hold position here.
We are
exposed. Perimeter must be established in order to protect Rachel and her team.
Can I build some buildings,
Students
please?
are blocking the carrier's access to the derelict. We're moving on.
Understood. Smaller craft, you are clear to approach the derelict.
The carrier can
Copy.
protect this end because it has pretty substantial firepower. Whilst I bring everything else around.
Salvage array ready. Construction.
And salvage is just going to salvage.
You're aboard the Sajet carrier Ifrit Nabal, part of the Coalition's lost expedition.
This is my brother's ship. My God.
Carrier copies.
Continuing search, Intel. We'll keep you advised.
Light attack vehicle visually authentic.
Oh, there they are.
Armored vehicle is taking fire. Ready. Coordinates confirmed.
Bring them in.
Trap has been engaged.
Get off.
Provide fire.
Let's not get pulled away.
Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned. Receiving. Move over.
Railguns,
Galcian
send them
are
in.
using hit and run tactics.
Go ahead. Contact.
Focusing on their lighter units should cause their slower, heavier units to retreat.
Fair enough. What does that mean? Oh, that's the number of salvages we have salvaging stuff. That makes sense.
Ready.
Cool. Pull back.
Green line.
Oh, okay. Take out the railguns.
Go for armor.
Everyone go for the railguns. Did you see that? They just jumped off that. That was cool. But they are making a beeline.
Enemy railgun eliminated.
Kind of unnecessarily.
On our way.
CU field depleted.
Kapisi, go ahead.
Right. Let's get building some
A
stuff.
group of sand skimmers is targeting the Kapisi's position.
Weapon system.
Shunt power to armor and repairs. Send units to support
No,
the
shunt
Kapisi.
power to firepower. Repair afterwards. Let's leave the armored assaults back there. The Kapisi can deal with
The
that.
Galcian have been here already. There's extensive interior damage.
Strike cover.
I'm detecting a unique signature coming from inside one of the bulkheads.
Clear out. Hit.
This may be what the Galcian were searching for. Beginning bulkhead deconstruction.
Fire.
Rachel, more Galcian reinforcements are inbound. Return to the Kapisi immediately.
Negative intel. We found a piece of unidentified technology grafted into the carrier sensor array.
Have we
Keep
now?
us covered while we extract this artifact from the bulkhead.
Railgun firing.
Roger that.
Send
We'll
those
deploy additional
in.
units
You
to
guys come
cover
back
you.
here.
You need to hurry.
Go ahead.
Understood. Give us 5 minutes. That should be enough time.
5 minutes.
craft.
Ah, it's a
Roy.
ticking clock. That's alright, we can protect you for 5 minutes, I hope, unless they bring something crazy big that we're not expecting or prepared for. Which is probably quite likely.
Armor copies. Target
Why are they sending their railguns in? Like, keep your railguns on the top of the ridge and shoot at me. Don't send your vulnerable ships directly to where they're gonna die immediately. That's just silly.
Acknowledged. Galcian ranged units engaging
Send you
the
to heal up.
Kapisi.
Oh, okay.
Shunt power to the weapon range and damage systems to hold them off. VC is taking fire. Op ready. Underway. All hands.
Let's take one of you a little bit on there. Oh, so you need 2 to go on there. Okay. Increase range.
Weapon range systems currently active.
Proximity. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire.
Intel, science update. This artifact is composed of the same materials as the orbital fragments recovered 45 years ago, but this is no fragment. Until this moment, we have never seen this technology fully intact and functional. We need to secure it immediately.
Destination. Copy
That's
that. Rachel.
very interesting.
Personnel to stable.
Weapon systems offline. Weapon range systems offline. Be advised. Carrier repair systems online.
Current total heat 3. Can I... How do I increase this? Carrier systems engineering. So I can...
Okay. I know what they're doing. I think I can merge it with our systems and greatly enhance our sensor capabilities.
Nice. I'm a big fan of the support cruiser having some solid guns on it.
Intel, I figured out the
Chunky
wiring.
boy.
Should speed us up considerably.
On sensors. Roger that. Firms.
Honestly, I could really do with a few more light attack vehicles. The armored assaults are... Well, I did say I wanted to just run shitloads of armored assault vehicles. But these guys do go down pretty quickly.
Are bound to show up. You need to hurry.
It's alright, she's nearly done.
Enemy railgun eliminated.
Right, the carrier can take damage because it's got the tankiness to survive.
Repair
Ooh,
Rachel.
very nice.
Your team cannot be extracted safely until the Galcian have been subdued. Hold your position. Confirmed. We're moving up. Reading you, Command.
Could really do with another support ship. Oh. And she's done.
Kapisi, science team is en route. We've extracted the artifact along with the carrier's backup data drive.
Nice one.
Rachel, I'll have receiving crews standing by.
Stand by to power up the recovered artifact. Initiating sensors modification now.
That was cute.
Sensor
Little bubble
efficiency has been
increase.
greatly increased, and interference from the storm has been filtered out.
Nice.
Excellent. Contact range increased.
With our sensors now operational, we've detected a hostile cruiser supporting the enemy offensive.
Damn. Okay.
Engage and destroy the enemy cruiser.
Right, that's substantial. Well, we have a proper
Resources are
thing to
scattered
do
throughout
now.
the area. To collect them efficiently, we need support cruisers deployed alongside our salvagers.
We do. Can I build
Kapisi
them?
fabrication facilities can now be upgraded to produce support cruisers.
Doing that. Great. Love to have a couple more of these things.
Reading you.
Support
Cruiser
cruisers.
reading.
Okay.
Because I
time
want
to
to
roll.
keep everything
That unit
healed
is
as much
down.
as possible.
Get it
Because
back
this
up and
is just as much a resource management game as it is a real-time strategy game.
Epsilon, this is CENTCOM.
Support cruisers. 25 of those. 650 of those. Goodness. Okay.
Well beyond normal range.
Strike craft
I
ready.
wanna see in-
Rachel, Galcian units seem to be using some kind of shared network to communicate with each other. Looks good so far.
We might be able to use that to our advantage if I can find a way to hack in. I'll have to analyze their system architecture. Could take a few days.
All system
Days. Goodness.
2 assigned. Fleet group support cruiser fabrication online. Unit back online. Move.
Begin constructing support cruisers.
I mean, I would if I had the resources, but I do not. So I'm going to have to bring this support cruiser with me to grab the resource units over there. I wonder if it does the thing in this game where if there's any resources left on the map after you complete and you move on to the next one, it just grabs them all. Because that's really handy for just saving a bunch of time. They actually only introduced that into Homeworld 2. That wasn't in the original version. But thankfully they kept it in for the Homeworld Remastered
Get it back
edition.
up and running.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected.
Of course, the moment I leave.
Go ahead.
Oh dear. Where are you going? Stay, stay. I'm looking forward to being able to build some railguns at some point soon. I feel like I'm missing out.
Rachel, we've located abandoned coalition railguns, part of the Ifrit Nabal's fleet. They're damaged, but recoverable. Ready.
Don't mind if I do.
We can use our support cruiser's repair beam to bring them back online.
Or we can use your
To
repair
produce more
beam.
railguns. Upgrade the Kapisi's fabrication facilities.
Yes, okay. We'll absolutely do that. Railgun fabrication. Yes, go ahead. Excellent. Support cruiser repair speed. Now that would be pretty good. Although, to be fair, I do actually quite want to have that boost rechargeability. Because making those fast little buggies just zoom around the place would make a pretty helpful difference if they're sending in waves of railguns. Well, I will start making some stuff and build a secondary fleet from the Kapisi as we go, as I'll be getting my resources from over here. Sounds like a plan. Oh, some assault ships coming in. Time for the Kapisi to do its job.
Support cruiser now operational.
Protocols active. Hostile on
And is that healing it? Yeah, that's healing it. Okay, we're going to be fine then. So I can have this on full firepower.
Carrier taking fire.
Who needs like a whole force when the carrier can just hold its own? Oh, those rockets are solid. Yeah, I'm going to build my second salvager. It's only 150. Speed things up quite a lot. So I'm thinking, if I have my railguns all hanging out with the carrier comes in, sits there and tanks. They all kind of swarm around it trying to focus fire. And then I have my railguns sat on a ledge behind it, able to pick off anything that's coming towards it. And then from the other side I bring in the fast light assault and the armored assault and properly attack them. I think this might work. Okay, so I'm deciding to spend quite a lot of resources on this because I think that's going to save me a huge amount of resources and time in the future. I think it's well worth it. Boosts to sustain save you having to build new things. Let's get everyone in position.
Go for carrier. Steady
Or we spring the trap, Anakin. Support cruiser effectiveness. Support cruiser hold your ability by 50%.
Hostile light
Air effect. Ooh, AoE repair. Yes, please. There we go.
Protecting the cruiser from an elevated vantage point, increasing their effectiveness. Destroying them before assaulting the cruiser should tip the engagement in our favor.
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
Contact strike craft taking effective fire. Reading. Get us armored vehicle is taking fire. Hostile railgun opened up. Engage. This is the captain. Coordinates.
I was thinking this was gonna be a massive fleet, and I'll control it well. I mean, they blew up one of my armored vehicles, which is actually kind of bad, but I'm sure I'll manage.
Grid updated. Go ahead. Engage on lock.
They actually did the right thing there and actually took the fight to one of my forces before the rest of them could get in there because I didn't time it very well. What I needed there was better vision. I should have sent in one of my light attack vehicles. Ooh.
Calcium support cruiser destroyed. Remaining enemy units falling back. Enhanced sensors are picking up multiple enemy signatures at the extremity of our range. I've got 2 carrier-class vessels in tow. The Calcium have located us. We have no choice. We need to keep moving deeper into the open desert. Set course for the Sarathi Basin. Once we arrive, we'll transmit to Sakala our coordinates. Engine crews, stand by to engage maximum power.
We did it. Nice.
Personal log. Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Kapisi. We found my brother's ship, the Ifrit Nabal, the flagship of our coalition's lost expedition from 4 years ago. His fate, and that of its crew, remains unknown. What happened, Jacob? What did you find out here? What have they done to you?
That's ominous. Quite like that mission. It got us more used to the railguns, more used to resource collecting, and a better understanding of how the game works. And I'm quite a big fan of how versatile the carrier is. It makes me really want to actively use it, but of course I've got to be careful with it because I don't want it to get destroyed. I'm excited to see what I can do with it with more power put into the different systems. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game thus far, and if you're enjoying Homeworld content, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please give it a like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!